Hi friends, welcome to Learn with Krishna Sandeep channel. In this video, we'll see one important Python program. Write a Java Python program to check whether a given number is prime or not. So this is an important program in any programming language. So first, we'll understand what is a prime number, and then we'll understand how to write the logic for this prime number, and finally we'll code it, and finally we'll check the output. So first let's understand what is a prime number. So any positive integer if we take, okay, if it doesn't have any other factors other than 1 and itself, we call it as a prime number. Okay, a prime number will have only two factors, number 1 and the other one is itself. Okay, for example, if we take 2 has only two factors, one is 2, okay, 1 and the other one is 2. Got it? I'm just commenting this. Okay, and 5 is a prime number. If we take 5, it has 1 and the other one is 5. 1 and 5 are the two factors. Okay, so any number, any positive integer has only two factors, 1 and itself, then in that case we call it as an prime number. Okay, and the other one is, so hope you understand what is a prime number now. Let's start the program. So if you have to start the program, we need to understand the logic, how to write this. So how do we write the logic? So it's pretty simple. So what we will do is, we'll start the iteration, okay, from the number 2, because each and every number has its factor as 1. Okay, so I'm not going to check this one, but what we are going to do is, if a number is perfectly divisible by, okay, any number between the starting number 2 and the range number and the number itself, in that case, okay, if it is perfectly divisible, we call it as composite number or not prime, non-prime or composite. I'm just repeating. So what is a non-prime or composite? If a number is divisible by, exactly divisible by any number between 2, okay, any number between 2 and itself, then it is a non-prime number. Okay, for example, if we take 5, okay, we'll start the loop from 2 and we'll check in between 2 and 5, is there any number which is exactly divisible? Okay, is there any number which is exactly divisible? So if we find such kind of number, right, then we say that it's an, okay, then we can say that it's an composite number. What do we say? Debugging, we'll try to understand the program. First, what we'll do is, we'll take the input from the console. So to take the input from the user or from the console or keyboard, what we need to do? Just say num equal to int of input, enter a number. So first we'll take one flag and we'll initialize it with false. Okay, so this flag will initially have the value as false. We'll set it to true only if it is exactly divisible. Got it? So initially the flag will be false. First, what will we do? Okay, we'll check if num is greater than 1. If the num is greater than 1, what we are doing? For I in range 2 comma num, for I in range 2 comma num, add colon here. If num percentile I equal to 0, flag equal to true, and then we'll come out of this loop. So first num equal to for I in range. I'm just coding here. I'll explain you once I have complete this coding. So here true should be T capital, flag equal to true, and then we'll come out of this loop by adding the break statement. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to check if flag and then print num comma is not a prime number, else print num comma is a prime number. So you got it right. Here we need to add colon. So let me explain the program what I have written, and we'll see. First, what I am doing is I am taking the input from the keyboard, and then I am initializing the value as false with this variable flag equal to false. So what is the importance of this flag variable is, if we find any factors other than 1 and itself, in that case we'll initialize this flag to true. Okay, first, if num is greater than 1, what we are doing is for I in range 2 comma num. So from 2 we are iterating till num. That means this num value will be excluded. 2 comma num. So for example, in our case we can take it as hash 5. Okay, num as 5. So if 5 is greater than 1, is it true? Yes. So for I in range, so I value initially it will be 1. So I initial value will be 2 because we are defaulting it to 2 here. If num percentile I equal to 0, what is the num here? 5. 5 percentile 2 is equal to 0? No. So it will come out of this loop. Okay, if num percentile I equal to 0, so flag equal to true, num percentile I equal to 0, flag equal to true, break. So since it is not equal to 0, it will just do the break and it will come out of this. Next, what will be the I? So I is in range. Okay, so second number, what is the other number after 2? 3. So again it goes here, it will check. What is the next number? 5 num percentile I. 5 percentile 3 equal to 0. Is it true? So is it exactly divisible? No. What happens? So flag is equal to, so this condition is not satisfying. Again it goes to the next number. What is the next number? So I will become now what? 4. So 4 percentile 3 equal to 0. Is it true? No. It will come out of this loop and it goes to the next. Okay, since there is no other number after this, what happens? It will directly come out of this. So flag equal to false and it will print 5 is a prime number. Okay, if false, why? Because flag has not been set to true, because any of the condition is not satisfied for any of this number. 5 percentile 2, 5 percentile 3, and then 5 percentile 4. Hope you got the logic right. So what we are doing is we are checking if there are any factors, okay, if there are any factors other than 1 and itself. If there are any other factors other than 1 and itself, then we say it is a non-prime number or composite number. If it has only 2 factors, then we say it is a prime number. Got it right? Let's run the program and see the output. Okay, so enter the number 6. It should print not a prime number. 6 is not a prime number. Again run the program. Check. I'm just checking 5. 5 is a prime number. Got it? So we'll just debug this program for 2 values, one for 5 and one for 6, and see how it goes. Not for 5 and 6. We can check for 3 and 4. Okay. Let me run the program. So is 3 a prime number? Yes. So 3 is a prime number. Now let's go to the logic here. Debug. So I'm just entering the number 3. So if num is greater than 1, is 3 greater than 1? True. What happens? It comes to this condition. So for I in range 2, 3, I'm just stepping in. Okay, I'm just doing step over F8. So now what happens is I is what? 2. Because we are starting this from 2. 2, num. Okay, num is 3. So now check if num 3 percentile 2. Is it 0? No, false. How? You see, false. Why? Because 3 is not exactly divisible by 2. Got it? So now the next two conditions will not satisfy and we'll go to the for loop. Why? Because since this is false. Now I will become what? 3. Check whether I is 3 or not. Sorry, one second. Yeah. Okay, it is default showing this. I, what happens is it's 3 and this condition is not satisfied again and it will come out of this loop and finally it will go to this. So if flag is false, what happens? Num is not a. If flag is false, what happens? This will not be printed and this else will be printed. So flag is not, so flag here is false and it will print the prime number. Hope you got right the logic and how did we code this program. So thanks for watching my video. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel.